Panty and the others joined forces to drive away the troublesome brothers polyester and polyurethane, life returned to its usual peace. One day, the boys finally couldn't stand the girls' endless nagging on daughters anymore. They'd buy Garterbelt. They took Brief's father's luxury car and headed to the casino city for a good time. Unexpectedly, just after setting off, their car was rammed and split into by another vehicle. Brief discovered that the culprits were none other than polyester and polyurethane, who had been driven away in the previous episode. The two brothers were also on their way to the casino city for a vacation. Learning that Garterbelt and the others had the same destination, they offered them a ride. On the way, Brief asked Garterbelt if this could be some kind of scheme by the brothers. Overhearing their conversation, the brothers assured them not to worry, it was their vacation time, and they weren't the type to mix work with personal life. As they talked more, Brief and Garterbelt realized that the Angel brothers not only shared many similar interests, but were also far more approachable and easy to get along with than they seemed. So, they arrived at the casino city, only to find it under attack by evil spirits. Garterbelt and Brief were no match for the spirits on their own, and with Panty and the others nowhere to be found, Garterbelt thought of polyester and polyurethane, hoping they would step in to eliminate the threat. However, the brothers firmly refused, stating they would not do any work-related tasks during their vacation. Left with no other choice, Garterbelt and Brief decided to take on the evil spirits themselves, just as they were about to become the spirits' prey. And as Brief was delivering his last words, Panty and the others arrived just in time to save them. It turned out they had coincidentally seen the news of Brief and Garterbelt being attacked on TV and rushed over to scold them for slacking off on their assigned tasks. But for now, the priority was to deal with the destructive evil spirits. However, before Panty and Scanty could even make a move, the spirits had already been reduced to a pile of heaven coins. It was polyester and polyurethane, now back on duty, who had eliminated the spirits and taken the coins. Brief pleaded with them to stop targeting Panty and the others for the sake of their friendship. But the brothers simply replied that they weren't the type to mix work with personal life and left. On the way home, Panty and Stocking, as usual, piled a bunch of tasks on Brief and the others. It seemed their vacation was well and truly over. The next day, Panty and Stocking were arrested on various bizarre charges and sent to a women's prison. To their surprise, Scanty and Anicaps were also there, charged with the crime of illegally feeding pigeons. As the senior inmates, Scanty assigned Panty and Stocking all sorts of dirty and exhausting tasks. Unable to tolerate this, Panty and Stocking decided to dig a tunnel to escape, just like in the movies. Strangely, by the next day, the wall had completely repaired itself, with no trace of their digging left. Thinking Scanty was sabotaging them, Panty dragged Stocking along to teach the demon sisters a lesson. As they pondered other escape plans, Stocking discovered that the prison was organizing a football match, and the winners would be granted exoneration and release. To win the game, Panty and Stocking began recruiting teammates from among the inmates. Needing to marquee players, Panty naturally thought of the demon sisters. When they seemed reluctant to help, Panty expressed disappointment, saying she had hoped to form an unbeatable team with them. Scanty was surprised by Panty's trust, which touched her, and she eventually accepted the invitation. On the day of the match, with the demon sisters' help, Panty easily broke through the defenses. However, right in front of the goal, she suddenly pretended to trip and missed the scoring opportunity. It turned out that the night before, a mysterious figure had approached her, promising a group of attractive men as a reward if she threw the game. Such an offer was too tempting for Panty to refuse. Strangely, it seemed like no one else was trying to win either. After asking around, Panty learned that everyone had been offered similar deals to fix the match. She was exasperated, realizing she had agonized over the decision for nothing. At that moment, the mysterious figure revealed their true form. The entire prison was actually an evil spirit in disguise. The spirit believed that bitches like Panty and the others deserved to be locked up forever. This infuriated Panty and the others, who decided to teach the spirit a lesson for looking down on them. The other inmates rallied behind Panty and the team, cheering them up. This caused the evil spirit's bitch energy to plummet. In the end, with seamless cooperation, Panty and the others easily won the football match, and the evil spirit was destroyed. The Angel brothers, who should have returned to heaven, have once again descended to the mortal world. What new troubles will they bring for Panty and the others? Follow my channel to stay updated on the latest episode summaries as they drop.